really proud of this nation, but it's hard to be proud of it under Donald Trump. But hey, you know, while you're here, pick up a USA bikini.
And I don't wanna hear another damn bitch preach. You gotta drop the cash if you wanna smash, if you wanna taste of the nash. Are you hearing how you speak? That is prostitution. You're glazing it and preach empowerment, but that shit don't sound empowering to me. Why the fuck would I wanna be the reason a demon, the press freak behind the screen fulfills a fetish over me? Grabbing and beating his meat, that shit just makes me heave. Too many jerseys be supplying the weak. Fuck a comparison, would never shake my ass for them, would never be cool with knowing I'm a vessel everyone's an access at. Ain't here to fuck rappers but break standards. This one-sided beef, I refer to it as fandom.
Oof, yeah, this was heavy. Oh man.
Dear God, it's me again as I come to you for one last time. I know we don't talk much, so I don't expect you to grant my one request, though I confess it's hard for me to not ask why. Why are we losing so many kids? If you exist, show me a sign. I wanna believe you without a doubt, but I feel like they've been forgot about. Where were you when they were screaming out? And where were you when they were bleeding out? Will you take them there, far away from this place they're scared, hiding in this fast...
Well, they did a great job designing your arm. It was quite a creative assignment you gave them.
Well, when life gives you lemons.
Losing an arm is quite a
Yeah, it's not lemonade.
I remember I was listening to what he had said about me or whatever, and when he said like one line that specifically.
With a submachine gun, and I'm talking to you, but you already know who the you are, Kelly.
This mother, man, load the Pro Tools up. I did 3 verses. I called Corday on FaceTime. I played him 3 verses, the 3. Like this end, man, you gotta go off. Like, I'm like, I just went off like 3. What are you talking about? He's like, man, you gotta like just finish him.
Knees weak or old age, the real Slim Shady can't stand up.
Gotta wake up to Labor Day for this? Oh, shit. I said I'd rather be an 80-year-old me than a 20-year-old you. I don't even know why Machine Gelly responded. He beat the shit. First of all, this is how dope Eminem was. He literally rapped in his...
What I want to do is make this a fully functioning Game Boy Color, but use this melted shell. I need to get a little bit of a hole started here. Oh, there we go. That's what I was hoping would happen. There we go. So I think I'm just going to try and shave this down. Then we'll try and cut a screen protector to fit. We can't do amazing. We can do mediocre. All right, so these buttons don't go in there nearly far enough. You can see we've got a lot of work to do to grind that away. So let's get grinding.
I used to do this kind of stuff with Game Gears and shit. I've made wooden Super Nintendo controllers, anything gaming. Like when I got my 3D printer, I used to make a bunch of shit and customize consoles and shit like that. I didn't get back into doing that. It was fun.
That's looking amazing. We're almost ready. We've got rust up here, rust down here, rust along here. Now let's start getting these repairs done. Definitely got some gaps here, but not too bad overall. Let's see if it works. Oh, good news. So I think this one turned out amazing other than the screen protector. Let me know what you think in the comments.
Right, pack my tumble for Pilates. Oh, right, never done a Pilates class. Any good? What is that bottom for? Right, do you know what I found out? These 3 ice cubes are just to suit the mould of the cup. Like, so, because it gets bigger as it goes up. Or if you touch it. Oi, oi! What the bloody hell was that liquid that's just got... Is it like fizzy? Or is it like flavoured? Oh, we've got a little rucksack for our standing cup. Or tumbler, sorry. What's going in it? I wonder. Still mates or stall mates? Oh, is that like a...
I'm the best
to help you out?
creator.
Okay.
I got
a stretchy hairband. Some native... As an underarm spray or moisturiser. Tablets. Lip gloss, of course. We're going to Pilates, love. And what else? What's in there? What's going in? Touchland spray, you know, just in case you touch something you shouldn't. Some cream, you know, just in case you get a bit sunburned. And a kiwi.
There are good reasons why someone might prefer horizontal handhelds. Comfort is one. Vertical handhelds have the advantage of having the screen higher up, but I have to admit that they can feel more cramped. If you've ever had to play a game of finger twister around the back of a vertical device, you know what I'm talking about. Horizontal handhelds feel so much more spacious, with all the room in the world to stretch out those fingies and not get all cramped up.
Had to buy some dentures, made the whole eat me for dinner. What? All of my eyes, I can't see.
I tell you I got 25,000 people tagging me in this video? It was crazy. And what if I told you that I actually like his veneers, but secretly they're causing him a ton of problems that he's gonna have to deal with for the rest of his life. Now, the first thing to get off, I don't think they look bad. They look pretty good. His smile looks pretty good. I think they're a little too white, but overall, visually, he looks happy with his smile until you do a little bit of investigation. If you bring the picture up, you can see that his whiteness goes all the way back, meaning that he did not get veneers. He more than likely probably got crowns, which means that they polished a lot more tooth structure off than just a light veneer shaving. And then also, they did every single one of his teeth, meaning that every single tooth has now lost its tooth structure and is only hanging on based off of what cap is over the top of it. Any leakage inside there, bacteria can get up and ruin that teeth without him even knowing.
Great job over there. And yeah, I think this is just one of those things where, hey, people have had enough. It has been rejected. We talked about the culture shift. This happened back in November.
I had to buy some dentures, made the whole eat me for dinner. What? Man, all of my eyes, I can't see.
Man, when I tell you I got 25,000 people tagging me in this video, it was crazy. And what if I told you that I actually like his veneers, but secretly they're causing him a ton of problems that he's gonna have to deal with for the rest of his life. Now, the first thing to get off, I don't think they look bad. They look pretty good. His smile looks pretty good. I think they're a little too white, but overall, visually, he looks happy with his smile until you do a little bit of investigation. If you bring the picture up, you can see that his whiteness goes all the way back, meaning that he did not get veneers. He more than
There are good reasons why someone might prefer.
This is pretty average, right?
Actually, it's undersized.
Oh no, man, that's huge.
And end up here across the northeast, so there will be chances for showers and storms all the way from.
I don't have a driver's license, but I've never been in an accident, so.
Well, like you never had one, or you just didn't renew it, or?
How did Uber allow you to sign up? Guys, can you keep it down? I'm trying to sleep.
I'm about to take this shit with me everywhere I go. Hold on. Oh, the side right. Oh!
Yo, oh my God.
Miss, can you help us? Help!
Stop yelling at me!
Dude, it's sketchy out here. I don't have to walk back through there. I mean, why'd you come here? I came here to see you guys. You said I could come with you.
Looks like I shook him off.
Got him! Hit him with the splash.
Lucio, pal. I know you. So you want to try it?
F it, I'll try it.
What's happening?
I can't get the mother off. Get this thing off of me now. How the do you do it, Jay?
You just bite into it, Granny, like corn on the cob.
Bite into it like corn on the cob.
I know I'd be bad at it.
I ain't got no f***ing harder.
Yep.
Oh!
Fake DVDs. You see any which one I could get?
What the f***?
Spider-Man.
That's fucking me. That's my picture. Look at Shrek. They even got my face on his eyes. Oh, mother. They even got me looking like Will on Stranger Things.
I spent years trying to chase you down. I did everything I said I would to make you proud, but what now? It hurts, you're not around. And my mama said always be thankful, but it's getting kinda hard for me to remain faithful. And we ain't grateful, nothing in my life's okay. All the lights they fade, reflections of a life so painful.
Sorry guys, would you cook for me for $100? $100? Absolutely. My name is
I did it finally.
Esparza.
Yes.
How many kids you got? Only 10.
Yes.
So God bless you with a big
Bro,
family.
I've been stuck on this
I
car
have
for like
two
a
set of
week.
twins. So that's why the family is bigger.
You too? Yeah. And the other two?
Oh. Yeah, that's why it's
I got
a
an
lot of
unboxing
kids.
video
But
I'm gonna do.
I'm really happy. They go to school, work really hard. My wife, she's happy too.
And how old are you now?
I'm 46.
So you moved quickly. One kid every 2 years.
Two every 1 year.
Your wife spent a lot of time being pregnant.
Yeah. She's beautiful.
What's your biggest dream?
To see my whole kids,
I've never had a steering wheel.
little grandkids running all around the house. I want to see them happy.
Do your daughters have a boyfriend?
Supposed to be no. You have to ask them.
Do you have a boyfriend? None of y'all?
No, they don't have boyfriends.
No boyfriends. The best carne asada in my life. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
What the fuck?
For this girl, everything pointed to it being just another day at work. But she had no idea someone was about to show up and change everything.
Good morning. So yesterday I came and you made my iced coffee and it had no caramel. So today can you make sure you put extra caramel? Extra caramel. Extra caramel.
And I made your coffee, right?
Yeah, yesterday.
Alright.
You don't remember me?
Don't push my buttons. This is private property. Now I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of you motherfuckers out here. What do you have to say that's gonna justify any of this? Does anybody need assistance?
Zero need for assistance.
Perfect.
I'm trying to go back and finish watching this movie.
Everyone's good. Get out.
Okay.
Get out. Walking into my house without a fucking warrant. Get the fuck out, both of you. Did I stutter? Get the fuck out. I don't give a fuck. You have no right to enter. No, you don't. It's a warrantless entrance. If you send them out, I'll speak to you. Take your pompous prick ass, both of you, get the fuck out of the house.
When we get 911 calls, we have to go.
I don't want to hear what you have to say. I want you all to take your pompous fucking gang-related fucking activity asses and get the fuck off private fucking property. None of you live here. What do you guys want from me?
Watch as the boss comes over to him.
This is my boss, sir.
Keep him away from me.
These alpha women rejected him because...
What is he doing to his hand? I don't like where this is going.
Damn it!
Cranking upgrade? Oh, no.
Hi guys, I'm a normal person and not creepy at all. Pleasure to meet you. I'm not bad guy at all. I've never done any crimes that are bad. What's your name?
Daniela and Maria.
Pleasure to meet you. I actually came across a very nice girl earlier today. Okay, super nice. This is her now. Her name is Sophia. Say hi to her.
Are you okay? What the fuck? Hi. What are you talking about?
6.5 hours later.
Hi, guys.
We already saw you. We already saw you. You have a girl.
No, I don't have a girl.
Can we see her?
You want to see the girl?
You have her like wrapped, like.
Oh no! You're talking about my neck.
What do they use?
What is it called? Like a bad thing in Georgia, where some school district was, taking a bunch of kids who were failing and just giving them programs so they didn't use their federal funding. But because they were passing kids who were failing, these kids were graduating not knowing how to do anything. They were going into colleges, and some of them have even gotten like scholarships and stuff, were not knowing how to do anything. And so the school district got investigated, obviously. And there's a lot of pressure, I think, on school districts and on teachers to pass failing kids in order to keep their funding. And I think that the real issue should be maybe hire teachers that aren't ideologues, that they actually want to teach kids, but like that And if they wanted to, instead of finding more and more loopholes to pass failing kids, they would actually be trying to teach these kids so that they pass on their own volitions.
Everything about what you just said makes a ton of sense, right? The problem is that we're dealing with people that don't have a whole lot of sense. Now, I've seen this in action where the standard is lowered for what you're seeing in classrooms, even in very good school districts, right? In school areas, is you're seeing.
Hi guys, I'm a normal person and not creepy at all.
Alright, you guys, tech.
The things I do for this relationship.
3 things in Korea that.
These are some amazing retro games that either got ported or remade for the Switch. We've got Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. Next up is Night Trap, which I still can't.
And we're also seeing a lot of kids, like when I grew
Night Trap.
I remember there was like 5 or 6 kids that had like dyslexia.
Night
right, in the
Trap.
entire grade. And they went to a second room to do some, special learning or whatever to help them through their stuff. Those kids are now being placed in the class.
Good
and
lord.
they're given tools to assist them throughout the day, right? So they may have a key for math in front of them that other kids don't get, right? Because they need some sort of assistance. So we're lowering the standard for everybody based off of.
Well, this was the whole point of like the No Child Left Behind thing as well. And I was wicked young when that went into effect. So I didn't obviously know about it until I was older, but there were a lot of people who were saying that, like, if No Child Left Behind gets passed, it's going to reduce the quality, reduce the standards. Schools are just going to be incentivized to pass children that shouldn't be passed in order to keep their funding. And that is essentially what we're living through at the moment. And, like, even, like you said, when I was in school, there were those kids who would pretend that they had, some sort of learning deficiency so that they could get a teacher's aide to help them. Now, in Massachusetts, we had something called the MCAS, which was like a standardized state test that you had to pass every so many grades, and if you didn't pass that, you would be held back. I want to say it was in like 3rd grade, either 5th or 6th grade, 8th grade, and then the final one was in 10th grade. I'm pretty sure those were the spreads. I might be mixed up a little bit, but you had to pass the MCAS as well as like in high school later on you had your ACTs and SATs for colleges. If you were somebody who got placed with one of those teacher's aides because you like either actually had a mental condition or you were pretending to have one because you didn't want to put any effort in, there were people who were completely functioning just like I am who would
Hey everybody, this is Russ from Metro Game Report, and I am an idiot. I've been seeing ads for this retro mouse from 8BitDo for, I don't know, the past couple of weeks now, and every time I look at it, I think this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I would see it sometimes scrolling through Amazon or on the 8BitDo website, and it just didn't make sense. It looks like a weird mixture between like a regular and a vertical mouse, like those that you will find sometimes on Amazon, that are meant for people to like help with wrist strain, stuff like that. And because it was so weird and dumb looking, I was like, I'm not going to review this. I've got so many other things to take care of. But lo and behold, one of these arrived in the mail from 8BitDo the other day. And again, when I saw it, I was like, I don't need this thing. Like, it's like vertical and horizontal. It's just a really weird mouse. And then, of course, I opened up the box and found out that I'm just really dumb. And that's because it turns out it's just a regular mouse with a stand. I didn't realize this bottom part was a stand. I thought it was just one big mouse. And that's when I realized that, yeah, I'm kind of an idiot. Like, this thing actually just comes apart. This is a charging dock, and then this is the mouse itself. It's just a regular old wireless mouse. Now, to be fair, I walked around the house and I showed this to my kids and my wife, and I was like, hey, isn't this mouse really weird looking? And they're like, yeah, how do you hold that thing? And then I did this, and every time they were like, oh, I didn't even realize that. So I may not be an idiot. It may just be the marketing materials from 8BitDo. I think it's a pretty honest mistake. If you were scrolling through Amazon and you saw this graphic, you would probably think to yourself, this doesn't look like a regular mouse. But it turns out that yes, it's a regular old mouse, and there's actually some pretty neat features to it. Now, I've never actually done a mouse review before on this channel. I don't really pay much attention to mice in the first place because I don't use them for gaming. I play everything on a controller. So I'm going to learn a little bit about mice in general during this video as well. We got a lot of ground to cover, so grab your favorite snack and drink. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, let's get started with specs and pricing, and number one, this is a $50 mouse, including that stand. And right now, the only color option is this NES style that you can see here. Now, given the fact that we have multiple different styles with their keyboards, I do expect that we'll have other colorways for their mice in the future. Now, apparently one of the big draws of this mouse is that it has a PAW3395 sensor. As far as I can tell, this sensor was used in a lot of high-end mice a few years back, but it's been opened up to other mice now, and so it's kind of crazy that we're getting something like this in a $50 mouse that comes with its own USB recharging stand as well. And we have three types of connectivity with this mouse: wired, wireless with a 2.4 GHz USB dongle, and then also finally Bluetooth. And the mouse has a variety of different polling rates depending on the connection you're using. The higher number, the lower the latency. With a wired connection, you'll have an 8,000 Hz rate. Using the USB dongle, you will have a 4,000 Hz rate, and then over Bluetooth, it's 125 Hz. It is worth noting, like with their keyboards, the Bluetooth will only pair to one device at a time, so there's no option to toggle between different devices like you will find in other keyboards and mice. The battery size is 450 milliamp hours, which they say will give you about 100 hours of gameplay on Bluetooth, and somewhere between 26 and 100 hours on 2.4 GHz wireless, depending on your polling rate. But I will also add that the battery life doesn't really matter that much to me because it comes with its own charging dock. So this is going to be charged for me every day. And by the way, they say it takes about 2.5 hours to charge this mouse from 0 to 100. The mouse itself weighs 77 grams, which is kind of in the middle of what you would expect for a gaming mouse. From what I've read, you generally want something between 60 and 90 grams for both gaming and all-around use. There are definitely mice that are lighter, but they usually will have a bunch of holes in them, which makes them feel less solid. So this is a pretty good compromise. Another thing I've learned that's important when it comes to mice are the actual micro switches used in the buttons themselves. And this one features Kale Sword GMX micro switches. Man, that is a mouthful. And apparently these micro switches are designed with endurance in mind, so they're supposed to be able to last up to like 100 million clicks. And finally, the other feature I wanted to mention before we actually jump into the video itself is that this is left and right hand mode switchable. And that's because this is a symmetrical mouse, which means that all the buttons and everything are going to be identical on either side. Now inside the box, you're going to get the mouse and the stand, of course, but then also a couple other goodies. So we have a USB-A to USB-C cable. This one is actually nylon braided and really soft to the touch. So this is not your typical cable that you would find.